Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices, and starting with the DAX here on the daily chart. Just in the bigger picture here, we've been looking from this wave 4 here, we've been looking for intermediate wave 1 and 2, and then 5 waves up for intermediate wave 3, which count as 1 and 2, all the way up here for 3 and 5 waves, then wave 4 here, and then we've been looking for wave 5 to move up to intermediate wave 3 here. So yeah, look, we can be at a top here, splitting hairs a little bit. There's some markets that appear that can move higher, such as the mid-cap, the Germany mid-cap, the FTSE splitting hairs a little bit further. The AEX and the CAC can also move a little bit higher as well. But in a nutshell, for the DAX, we can count quite clearly that we have 1 and 2, 5 waves up for 3 and 4, and then another 5 waves up through here. Each trend has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and from wave 4 here, you can see that the move for wave 1 here to strong wave 3 here. So basically wave 1 and wave 5 here are kind of similar, and the strength is in this one. So we're very close to, we either got a top in or we're very close to a top. Let's just go in and have a quick look at this, but we certainly met our target here, which in a nutshell here is the 13,000. That's close enough for the daily chart anyway. Just go into the 4-hour chart. We'll just go over this quickly. I won't burn up too much time on this, but from wave 4 here, we've got wave 1, ABC for 2, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, the fourth wave, and then we're counting 5 waves up here, and our target, the 13,000. So long trades should be taken at that level there. Now, this also creates, do I have that here? Nope. So we can copy that, put that here as the intermediate wave 3 here. Save that, and then I'll move into the hourly chart to check on this trend here. But you know, each trend has got a beginning, a middle, and an end. So the beginning is the building process here, then people realize that it is a trend and they all pile in and so on, and once everybody's in, there's no one left to buy. So the fifth wave can have lower volume coming into it here, but normally it's quite similar to wave 1 here, and can be skewed for larger numbers like the 13,000 there. So on the hourly chart here, from, let's get this into perspective here. So we don't need this anymore. And we were looking at being long in this area here from this wave 4, and even on top of this level here, but basically wave 1 and 2, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then I was looking at this as being wave 5 top here for wave 3, and then I was looking for 5 waves up here to complete this last structure up here. We can move that across here. It's tidy. I'll leave that there, that's fine. And looking for wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 here, and then wave 4 and wave 5. But wave 4 has actually overlapped wave 1 here. So there's a couple of ways that I could look at this here. First of all, on our chart, we've got this as wave 4 in here, but I can also see too that from this wave 4, we've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, okay? And then all of this here can be wave 3 here. So it's 1 and 2 and third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave here. So this could actually be wave 4 and 5 here. So it's also possible to put wave 5 here of wave 3 here, and also wave 4 here, and then putting this wave 5 here of 5 here, and so on here. But let's just imagine for a moment that this is wave 4 here, then would be looking for one more move up here. Because it's already overlapped wave 1 here, then we wouldn't want it coming any further than it is. So if it breaches here, then that can trigger a short trade from here. The other short trade would have been from in here as well, but that's here nor there at this stage. And holding indexes over the weekend would only cost you financing fees, and the weekend too. Coming into the end of the trend, into a weekend, a lot can happen over a weekend in various countries, so need to be mindful. But what I'm saying is that we could have one more little move to the upside. I don't know, okay? When, I won't even go onto the tick chart because it's just not worth it, but when I look at the AEX, for example, as well, I could call in on the cash market. There is a new high here on the cash market, but looking at this one here, it doesn't look like a 5-wave sequence coming in to finish this one off here. It looks like an A and a B and a C wave here. So then that would put wave 4 over here, and would need to count 5 waves down through to here. So there could be another little move down into here before seeing, one more high up here. I actually don't know that here at this stage, so I just need a little bit more time on that as well. I had a look at France as well, and France doesn't finish off from this wave 4 here. I can count 1, ABC for 2 here, then up for 1 and 2 and 5 waves up for 3, 4 and 5 for the third wave here. So I think the third wave is in. I'm just curious about all of those markers that I just talked about. If we have the 5th wave in here, of the 5th and so on, or we have an A wave, a B wave in here, and then a C wave in here, and we have one more little move up through here. So I just don't know at this stage, so we just need to chill on this. And even when I look at the mid cap too, the Germany mid cap here, 50 here, from its wave 4 down here, I can count 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here, and then I have to put all of this as an extension because I can count 5 waves in here for wave 5, 3. It still leaves me wave 4 and wave 5 to go up here. So this can be, some stocks in this mid cap can be doing different things, and the Nasdaq is, we're looking for a top in the S&P 500 as well, but the Nasdaq also suggests higher as well. So does Google and Amazon, which I did a video on that today as well, so you can have a look at that. When we look at the FTSE as well, so we've got quite a few different things happening, and not that the FTSE has to do the same things as everybody else these days, but from its wave 4 here, we can clearly count wave 1 and 2 here, and then wave 1 and 2 here, and then wave 1 and 2 here. And we were talking about this ones and twos and ones and twos and ones and twos for this market to take off really strongly into third wave here, and it has. And yet it's got the same sort of count as the Germany mid cap 50 as well here. So we'd be looking for an ABC for wave 4 that could come back down to 74.50, the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. The 38.2% retracement level from this wave 2 to this high comes down a little bit further, but let's just observe this here. And then wave 5 to go up. I mean, in my mind, in a very confident way, is that this is just simply not finished. This 5-wave structure is just not finished here. So I think that we should be a little bit careful about the DAX as well, in that, it could move higher on the 13,000, and normally when it's very sort of rare. I'll just go back to the DAX as well. If I just go back to the daily chart here just for a moment, I know that when we look at the trading levels concept, we look at it. So we have the arrival. The first time it gets there, then there's a 90% chance that we're going to react from there, and then we will push up, above there, and then we'll have our correction, so to speak, in this space here. So this is where we are just here. So yes, we can react from here, and we expect that in it from here, and also the FTSE and the German mid cap are going to do this, but then we see them pushing higher through here. So do we have this count wrong in here somewhere? I don't know. I mean, I've been over it with a fine-tooth comb. I think it's right. But if it's right, then we expect to move back down to this wave 4 here. But I'm just wondering if we get an A and a B and a C or something back down into this space here, and then another 5 waves up here. So I'm not quite sure on that. Then that would leave us in a different situation. So we're going to observe this quite closely from here. But I felt that we've done our job. We've had our long trade from the last wave here up into this here, so we've done it. We should be out. We should just relax for a moment and let's just allow the market to tell us, to show us as we gather the evidence of what's going to occur next here. And by all means you can short it, but there could be that tiny little high there that could take it out. So it's not a strong setup at this stage. We'd need to see, if I go to the tick chart here, this is the situation that we talked about last time we spoke. We were looking at wave 3 here, wave 4 here, then we're looking for wave 1, ABC for 2, we're looking for wave 3 up, we're looking for wave 4, but it's like I mentioned, it's overlap with this wave 1 here, like a lot, so there's something not right here. But I'm still a wave short here, so I've either made a mistake back in here somewhere, which is I think that I could have made it within this structure here, but let's just, I don't know, so let's just see. If I can't draw on this side, if this is breached here, like I mentioned on the hourly chart, then by all means go short here, because we could count from this high here pretty much a 5-wave sequence coming down through into this space here, and this will be the rally back up here. So anyway, I just want to see, I don't know at this point. I felt like we've done our job. We hit 13,000, that was our target, and I'm unsure what's what here at the moment for this within this detail of structure here. So let's just get a bit more price action in here to figure out what we've actually got here. All right, I need to leave it at that. Cheers.